In this video, I'll show you how to make viral BeamNG shorts like these.
Which of these in-game vehicles can pass through all of these building gaps?
Track day.
Yes! 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 No! No! No!
Pickle in a drag. Ibishu Miramar.
Perfectly parked, son.
Grand Marshal Track.
Oh my God. Hell no, man.
Autobahn Polizei. Ibishu Kave.
Let's get into it. Zen here. So first of all, choose any map. I'm going with Italy Runway, but honestly, the map doesn't really matter. Now, before we start, let me quickly fix the visuals. The sky isn't looking that great, so let me change it. And yeah, if you're wondering how I got these sky options, I've already covered that in my previous graphics video. You can check that out later. All right, this one looks much better. Let me also adjust the sun direction a bit. Perfect. Now press Shift+C to enter free camera mode. As you saw in the beginning, we're going to create a challenge setup using buildings. So for that, we need the world editor. Press F11. Now, if this is your first time here, don't worry. It might look complicated, but we're only using very basic things. So first, select the Object Select tool. Now click on any building or asset you want to use. As you can see, once it's highlighted, that means it's selected. Now using these axes, blue moves it up and down, green moves it sideways, red moves it forward and backward. And if you mess anything up, just press Ctrl+C to undo. Now let's actually build the challenge. I'm going to use these buildings, but you can use anything you like. If you want to select multiple objects, just hold Ctrl or Shift and click on them. Now let's move them into position. Right now we're using the Move tool, but if you want to rotate them, switch to the Rotate tool. Then back to Move again. Let's check the spacing. I think it's still too close, so I'll move them a bit further apart. Now you might notice the axes are moving in weird directions. That's because of local orientation. To fix that, just switch to world coordinates. Now everything aligns properly and becomes much easier to control. Let's adjust the height as well. Make sure the buildings are properly placed on the ground, otherwise it'll look off. Now select all of them, and let's scale them up a bit. By the way, you don't always have to click these tools. You can use shortcut keys like 1, 2, 3 to switch between them quickly. All right, this looks good. Maybe scale it a bit more. Now I'm going to make a copy of these buildings, rotate them, and align them properly to create a clean challenge path. Take a few seconds here, check from different angles, and make small adjustments if needed. All right, this looks good. Maybe scale it a bit more. Yeah, that's perfect. Now just duplicate this setup and place copies at equal distance. I think around 5 copies should be enough. All right, now press F11 again to close the world editor. Next, press Ctrl+E to open the vehicle menu. Now search for speed ramp. You'll see different types. You can choose any, but I'll go with a large speed ramp. Make sure to click Spawn New because we don't want to replace our current car. Now if it spawns in the wrong position, no problem. Just press F11 again, use the Object Select tool, and move it using the same translate controls we used earlier.
Oh my God, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the?
All right, this looks fine. But I think we should raise the ground a bit so the car can actually get more height from the ramp. For that, go here and select the terrain tool. Don't worry, we're not going deep into this. Just using one simple option. Make sure raise height is selected and use the circle brush. You can use the box brush, but that gives you sharp edges, which doesn't look good. Circle brush gives a smoother result. Now just paint under the ramp slightly. So I actually did this on purpose, just to show you what not to do. Don't paint the terrain all over the ramp like this. You only need to raise the ground slightly under the lifted side of the ramp, not everywhere. Just make sure you don't create a gap between the ramp and the ground. I'm doing this quickly just to keep the video short, but you should take a bit more time to make it clean. By the way, you can also adjust the brush size, pressure, and softness using these sliders, but for now, the default settings work just fine. Now, as you can see, the ramp will launch the car much higher, which is exactly what we want. Now, let's go back to the vehicle menu and pick some cars. I'll start with a Koenigsegg. Now, open your screen recorder, press Alt+U for full screen, and just drive. Try to pass through these tight gaps. Now, switch cars. Let's try a Ford GT. Hyundai Sonata. Now a Bugatti. Let's add a G-Wagon. And finally a BMW G87. Alright, I think these are enough clips. Now since I'm doing this quickly, you can see not every car made it through all the gaps. But when you're recording, make sure at least some cars successfully pass through everything. That's what makes the video satisfying and worth watching. For example, I could probably do it with the Bugatti or Koenigsegg, but it might take a few more tries. Anyway, You get the idea. Now, I'm assuming most of you already know the basics of editing, so you can use Premiere Pro, CapCut, or any editor you prefer. It's pretty simple and straightforward. But if you don't know how to edit this style of gaming videos, just drop a comment and I'll make a dedicated tutorial on it. All right, that's it for today, and make sure to like and subscribe. Also, I've put together a full BeamNG beginner guide playlist covering everything from the radio menu, flying cars, adding dummies, making survival content, improving thumbnails, and some of the best mods with links. So if you really want to level up in BeamNG, check out that playlist on my channel, or you'll find it linked in the description. It's Zen, signing off. Peace out.